Hello, and welcome back to the layout. A lot has happened here on the Clearwater Pacific since the last time we chatted, so I thought I would do a quick update video. What you are looking at is the B. Dirk Service Facility. It is a single stall, small engine house from Pike Stuff. I did the graphics on it, and it was my first major thing I've built in quite some time, so please don't look too close at it. However, it does do the job quite well. Currently inside, you see the 940. Currently, it's a hangar queen. They're working on it. And 291 there is in the front. It is also a bit of a hangar queen. Parked out front is Cannon O'Malley. He is our CMO, formerly the engineer on the previous railroad, but he came over as Chief Mechanical Officer. The tank car for fuel. Eventually, the fueling racks will occupy this space right here. But they're not in yet, so we're having to ship over the tank car and just pretty much leave it here permanently. Moving forward, you can see our yet-to-be-painted yard office. I have been after our painter. He's working on it, but gotta find the paint first. Of course, blue flags are down. See some trees in the background of Edmonds Landing. In front of you is Roundhouse Road, and coming off from the left, where the empty truck is, that is Railroad Avenue, and then Montana Route 20 is off there in the distance where that load is coming in. Where that very modern CSX boxcar is, and this area here, this is all the Blue Star Rail Park. The Blue Star Rail Park, of course, being one of the primary drivers of the economy here in Clearwater. We have some buildings on the way, but needless to say, I'm very happy with how that came out. What you're looking for is the foam roads that I've talked about from the Milwaukee Road Des Moines subdivision. I just kind of ran with how he does them, and it worked out okay. Moving back, now we have the team track. There are 3 spots here. You can see Mr. Williams' truck there. He's working on loading that boxcar. A little bit of an off spot too right now, but that's what happens. Here's the most recent acquisition. This is, of course, the Clearwater Pacific offices and Tammany Avenue. Tammany Avenue, of course, also being the foam roads. Just completed today. I was not planning on making Tammany Avenue, but it was in the plan there, so I decided I had a day off. I would do it. Came out really well. A lot of my scenery is just an impression of. Does it give you the impression of a road? It does, and that's what I wanted. It does create for a lot of bell ringing, whistling when I'm switching, though. Here's Sioux Line 2640. It's a 1919 E24S locomotive that appeared recently. Currently, it's on lease to the railroad. We are currently looking to purchase it with plans for eventual restoration. Probably right now it's November, according to the BNSF calendar there. Probably February, March is when we're going to seriously start looking at the restoration of that locomotive for both freight and possible excursion service. It is, in fact, a local locomotive. That is, in fact, a Northern Pacific S4. We have one of those here in downtown Missoula. So, a local locomotive, but it's also a foreign locomotive, and what it's doing in Clearwater, Montana is anybody's guess. But we're very excited to have it on the railroad, and it's on display for the time being. Moving down here, of course, we have Big Sky Forest Products, which is our lumber yard. And back there, we have Pacific Harvest Seafood. Why is there a cannery in the middle of inland Montana? I had one. Originally, I was doing a layout that was based on the Pacific Northwest on the coast, and the cannery was key to how that railroad was going to function. So I got one and I built it, but I never built that railroad. So It was going to be the fuel distribution spot, but we don't have a fuel distributor. But we do have a cannery, and it makes the traffic manager happy because it's generating loads. We're getting materials in and shipping cans out, and I figure what they're canning is local seafood, which is going to be lake trout, maybe some whitefish, the occasional salmon, you know, what's caught around here on a relatively small and local scale, but it is an industry and it is working. And there we go. Clearwater is coming along nicely, and Edmonds Landing continues to grow and improve. So that is a little bit on the update of the layout. These are, of course, holders from Tully Model Trains. Really happy with those. I learned how to make the diagrams from Eric Miller, and of course I make the roads from the Des Moines subs. So learning a lot from YouTube, and yeah, we're just making a railroad here. So I have another 2 weeks until my next operating session, my next formal operating sessions, and we'll get some video of that, of course. But until then, thanks for stopping by the layout, and we'll see you on the next one.